It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA.SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Ridden in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! There's another one for Montbrison.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to TK Shutter Reserve for this RAA NPL South Australia match between host team MetroStars and visiting side FK Beograd. I'm your host, David Grant, and I'm joined in the executive suite here by Antonis Pagonis. Antonis, how are you?
I'm fantastic, and I'm really up for this because, as you can hear this in the background, we've got the Champions League theme music. So I'm really pumped up by this, David. I don't know about you.
Well, I reckon that's ambition in audio manifest today. It is. You're right. The Champions League theme for these two sides as they come out. We're looking at MetroStars sitting second in the table, not top, second in the table, and FK Beograd, who started this morning 7th in the table, but after results this afternoon have dropped down to 9th. It's an unchanged lineup for MetroStars from last week. Their starting 11 remains the same. Number 4, Noah McNamara. Number 5, Christian D'Angelo. Number 7, Hamish Gow. 8, Christian Sotira. 11, the American Cameron Woodfin. Number 18, Fabian Barbiero. 22, Jackson Walls. 23, Scott Nagel. 25, Michael Cittadini. 26, the league's top goal scorer, Ren Nagamatsu. And number 50, the goalkeeper, Cody Ostreich. FK Beograd have been shuffled around. They've got 4 changes from the team that started last week. Number 2, Michael Jakobsen. 17, Jason Konstantopoulos. Number 19, Udai Koke. Number 3, Matt Mayo. Number 4, Damien Luic. Number 7, Massimo Falco. Number 11, Ninko Beric. Number 20, the captain, Jared Clark. 22, Neon Kuru. We've also got number 8, Thomas Love. And number 1, Jamie Signorello, the goalkeeper, who's coming into this starting 11 in the absence of Josh Kavanagh, who I understand has a foot injury. Antonis, can you enlighten me?
Yeah, foot injury apparently for Josh Kavanagh. Since moving from Olympic, he's been the number 1 for FK Beograd. But we have to remember FK Beograd are a team blessed with basically 3 starting goalkeepers, because they've got Jamie Signorello, who's shown he can be in start, and also they've got Nikola Jokic as well, who's not in the team today, who is more than capable of having the gloves as the number 1. So they don't want the number 1 keeper out, but they're in a good position as any to be able to cover for him. Also, I understand Anthony Trimboli fractured his wrist in training this week. That sees him out this week, and he joins players such as captain Adonia Natsiopoulos, the left back Adam Leon Bruno out, Seb Good is also out injured. So like you said before, they've definitely shuffled around FK Beograd, but it's not because they want to, it's because they've been forced to with injuries.
Yeah, an unenviable position to be in as the teams line up. Beograd on the right-hand side will be shooting to the left of the screen. They look like Leeds United, don't they? And on the left of our screen, shooting to the right, we've got MetroStars, who look a bit like Partick Thistle. And we're underway. Rabin Barribiero, number 18, plays it inside. It's Christian Satira, makes his way into the penalty box.
And Christian Satira, very keen to impress against his former side. Played for FK Beograd last year. Will definitely want to get on the scoreboard tonight against his former club.
Early foul picked up by the referee, Christian Verdicchio. He's assisted tonight by Thomas Tembe and Matthew Guerrera. Matt Neal plays it back to the goalkeeper. He clears, he was under pressure from Barbiero. MetroStars have held on to possession quite well in these first 2 minutes or so. I don't think Beograd have touched the ball yet.
And a bit of a repeat of what happened in the first game of the season. All MetroStars to begin with, and actually in that game, MetroStars were up 2-0 within 5 minutes on that day, so FK Beograd will want to start a lot more solidly than that.
Lovely through ball and an effort on goal, which is stopped. Michael Cittadini was the player there that managed to get through on goal, and the ball eventually saved by the young goalkeeper, Jamie Signorello. That'll do his confidence a world of good, won't it, to get the first stop and then collect the ball and the loose ball and the rebound as well.
Yeah, exactly that, because like I said in the first round, Hamish Gao and Stefan Tantari had scored within 5 minutes, and FK Beograd were gone after that. They had a lot of chances, which Cody Allstrike and goals saved. They don't want to play themselves into that corner again. And solid save to begin with Signorello coming into this team. The first team for the first time in a while, so a good first touch there for him.
MetroStars look to build up on the left-hand side. It's Cameron Woodfin with the ball just now. Attack broken down now as Beograd try to settle, trying to get a touch of the ball, not only win it, but hold on to it.
Win the throw-in there. Referee Christian Verdicchio points Beograd ball after that attack broke down at the feet of Scott Nagel, and Massimo Falco will restart as our right back.
No switch, man! No switch!
Niko Beric manages to win the throw. Beograd look like they're trying to slow the game down a little bit, maybe just to take the pace out of it. These first 3 or 4 minutes have been quite frenetic. Neil Kuru wins the throw.
Last week they were really up for that game, but it just didn't play out for them in the first half. Went down a goal, should have been a bit more, so they want to have a solid start here to make sure they don't play themselves up any mountain that they have to build themselves upon, as Tom Love gets an early pass here.
Jacks plays it out left to Damien Lewis. Forced out.
Good to see Damian Luic moving freely, because it's another one that pulled up sore in the warm-up. Great to see him start, and hopefully he can see out this game, because he was looking a little bit sore in the warm-up. And he slots in that left back today. We know he's a very flexible player, can play in full-back, can play in the midfield, at left back today, Damian Luic.
D'Angelo with the ball now for MetroStars at the right back position. The big centre back launches it. Aims for Ren Nagamatsu. Beograd win it. MetroStars win possession back again. Hamish Gow with the ball now.
Cittadini did very well to keep that ball in.
Jackson Walls finds Nagamatsu. Nagamatsu finds Satira. Satira finds Barbiero. And particularly the referee takes a moment just to decide that it's a goal kick.
And you can see that movement, the MetroStars. They've scored 30 goals so far from 11 rounds. They're the top scorers of this league for a reason. Ball moves very easily, very freely between these players. We saw that goal against Para Hills, I believe it was, that flick from Nagamatsu. This team knows how to play together and how to play good attacking football, so oppositions need to be aware of that.
MetroStars again play for possession. Hold on to it. Beograd retreat a little bit, sit in their own half. Stoichi ventures forward. But D'Angelo emerges with the ball now. Looks for a way forward, finds Nagamatsu, but he's under pressure. D'Angelo and McNamara the back two for MetroStars. Reset. Here's D'Angelo. With Jackson Walls at right back. Matt Mayo and Nico Beric force them back. MetroStars retreat, but still have possession. Slip moving. That's a great through ball. Red Nagamatsu's through on goal. He has challenge of Damien Luich. Upset him, and the ball rolls through to Jamie Cinderello.
And you can see how intense that press was, because it was actually Jared Clark that was pushing for the ball past halfway, and that's what nearly became their undoing, because that ball went down the middle, eventually made it to Cinderello because of that pressing of Damien Luich. But FK Beograd, just to be a bit more careful with that pressing, have to be mindful of MetroStars' movement and knowing when to go and when to stay.
I sort of feel that MetroStars dragged them out there a little bit as well. Sort of held onto the ball and dragged Beograd forward. It wasn't so much a deliberate press as they felt they were drawing them out. That was my interpretation. What do I know?
It's definitely something that teams do, because if poles don't appear, you create them yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
And you can see that here, McNamara letting Koike come to him before releasing the ball.
Barbiero's off. Luich is marking him. Gets a toe in, but Barbiero still has the ball. Barbiero maybe playing a little bit for the foul, but he's still on his feet. And Luich wins it. It's tight there. Nyankuru tries to play it out. Tries to aim for Matt Mayo, but didn't quite come off. Jackson Walls with the throw for MetroStars now. I hope he hurries up. I've got to be home for dinner at 8. And after all that, it's another throw.
Should we play a bit quicker, maybe? Or not?
Yeah, Jan, just drop it. Jan!
MetroStars trying to work it into the middle, but it's packed there. Beograd have packed that little penalty, that penalty area just at the edge.
Woody's on!
Still another throw. Barbiero with it. MetroStars look to try and build something in the far side now. Gow with the ball, the number 7.
And you can see that this is obviously an instruction to stay solid as a team. May be hard to break down here, and MetroStars are trying their best, but Beograd are working really well as a unit so far to make life hard for them as they're forced back into their own half.
But it's all about possession, isn't it? MetroStars, that's what they're playing right now. We're 5 or 10 minutes in, and MetroStars' possession's been really good. They've held on to the ball well, and Beograd have just struggled to not just win the ball, but hold on to it once they've got it.
David, we called the game together last week where that was happening, and the team without the ball ended up scoring the goals. So it ends up being detrimental at times. You can't do much with that possession. But like we said, MetroStars are a team that have shown they can do something with the ball. But again, Beograd had been 2-0 down in the first round after this time period, so they'll be very happy where they're at right now, and I'm sure they'll be picking their spots when to attack.
These two teams have played each other 32 times over the years. MetroStars on top, they've had 15 wins. Beograd have had 7 wins, and there's been 10 draws. Beograd's last win was on the 25th of February last year, and it was at this ground. MetroStars have won the last 2 encounters. They won the round 1 game 3-0 at Beograd. It seems like a lifetime ago now, doesn't it?
Yeah, in that fixture in previous years, it was Josh Murray for FK Beograd that was haunting his former side. Obviously not Josh Murray for FK Beograd this year. So they have to find a new thread to pick out MetroStars as Jackson Walls picks up the ball right in front of us.
D'Angelo hits it to his partner in crime, McNamara, who plays it back. Looks like they might be trying to tease Beograd forward. But Beograd are content to stay in their own half just now.
You can see the defensive line though, how even Matt Mayo's dropped. And now a counter-attack, they're bombing forward.
Crikey. Down off the ball, Jason Konstantopoulos. Hamish Gow emerges with it for MetroStars. Looks around, finds he's got a little bit of space, a little bit of time. And eventually it's D'Angelo with the ball. Right in the flight line to the Adelaide airport here, as you might hear the planes going over. Happy holiday makers coming back from more exotic places than this. But it is a lovely setting, the hills in the background. You might have noticed in the camera shot. It's a lovely setting here at TK Shutter Reserve. Nagamatsu with the ball. For Beograd, that will do wonders for his confidence again.
Yeah, Michael Cittadini there testing out the goalkeeper. Not his most powerful effort, but he has shown us what a goal scorer he can be since moving to MetroStars, and he'll definitely be a threat up that left side. You mentioned the hills, David, right in the background now in your camera shot. That's the new grandstand that's coming this year for MetroStars, and will be a lovely addition to this ground that's improving bit by bit, year by year it feels like. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the club rooms here turn out.
Yes, I'm especially looking forward to the new media room that they'll have for us in there, which I imagine takes prime position in that stand. I jest. MetroStars, good club. They've always looked after us. Made sure we're well accommodated here. So,
National Volunteer Week as well. They've got a lot of fantastic, hard-working volunteers here. Both clubs, really all clubs do, but both these clubs serve the community very well, and the community looks after them really well as well. It's turned over there by Orstrike, who very gratefully picks it up from Yuda Koike there and restarts the play to D'Angelo.
Yeah, that could have ended up anywhere, but in the end it was a fairly comfortable take for him. But yeah, well, a bit of uncertainty in his part maybe.
Yeah, well, they had a comical way of conceding an equaliser last week between D'Angelo and Walls. Headed back from Walls, D'Angelo thought it was for him, it was for the goalkeeper. D'Angelo swung at it, and it ended up Jane Labasso, who equalised with the 10-man Comets. So they don't want any more of those moments this week.
Yeah, I bet they didn't find it too comic.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, MetroStars twice this year now have dropped points, as the ball's turned over here.
Woodfin and Nagamatsu, and a toe poke. A toe poke from Michael Cittadini as he came into the edge of the area. It's quite a little bit off balance, but positive signs for MetroStars.
Yeah, and I was just saying before the ball was turned over, they're second on the ladder, MetroStars, but they'd be quite frustrated. Twice at this ground, they've dropped points against teams with 10 men. Modbury earlier in the season and Comets last week, so they've actually felt like they've left points on the table, which they're beginning keen to win back against teams like FK Beograd today.
Jared Clark for Beograd in that right-hand side, right-back position. He has a bit of a nibble there.
Scott Nagel asked
Scott Nagel
the question there, but referee says he's still got the ball play on.
Sotira, Woodfin. Woodfin has Gow, and he receives it. Guy tries to hit Cittadini in the far side, and he's right in the corner. D'Angelo with the ball now. McNamara.
Chippendine just couldn't pick his player, and then Nyankuru launches the counter-attack here.
Nyankuru through to Koike. Koike's just at the edge of the box. Goes to his right, goes to his left, hits him with his left. It's low, but it's the side netting.
That's what we're talking about with possession, David. You can have all the possession you want, but then one stray pass can launch a counter-attack like that. And if Koike places his shot a bit better than that, it's 1-0 to the team without the ball.
It's all about how many times you put the ball in the net, isn't it? MetroStars elected to play at the back, even though Beograd were well pressed up there, and Beograd have won it. Koike with the ball now. Gets himself into the box. Oh. He laid it back from Mayo, who took a tumble. But referee Adikio lets the play continue. Satira, after a good work by Cittadini.
You spoke of Matt Mayo before, David. Great start to life at his new club after moving from Adelaide City. First game last week on the scorer sheet. 2 starts in a row, and he's loving life at FK Beograd.
Nyankuru tries to find Thomas Love. A little bit of shot pulling from Matt Mayo, but the ball's ended up back to Corey Ostrike in the MetroStars goal. And again, MetroStars just with superior possession for as far as I can see. And when they need to slow it down, they do. They just hold on to the ball.
And you can see everything starts from the 2 centre-backs, both very comfortable with the ball at their feet.
Just Hamish Gow, the number 7, plays it through to Satira, makes his way into the penalty box. Good tackle by Luic, and it goes out for a corner.
Good, well done. Position.
So 20 odd minutes gone. Quarter of the match gone. That's another way to look at that. For me, MetroStars have just looked marginally better. Just held on to the ball well, made better use of it. And Hamish Gow now has a corner for them on the right-hand side, which he'll take with his left. It'll be an in-swinger. Nagamatsu runs to the front post. Doesn't quite get it. Nyankuru's header ends up back with his goalkeeper, Signorelli.
Those are exactly the type of deliveries, though, that Ren Nagamatsu would want, though. Would be disappointed to get to the end of that. And I was going to add to your point from before, David. Low possession, but they'd want to make high-quality chances, and balls like that will give those to you, as Scott Nagel wins a header at left back. We'll take the throw-in now as well. When he gets to the new grandstand to pick it up, you might need a hard hat to enter that zone.
And a torch, if it happens again.
So instead, he'll have a delivery from the other side of the pitch, or restart with a new ball. I mean, it's fun for the workers to pick up on Monday morning.
So it's round 12. MetroStars have won 6 of their previous 11 games. FK Beograd just won the 4. MetroStars have drawn 3, Beograd have drawn 2. MetroStars have lost 2, but Beograd have lost 5. Rin Nagamatsu with the ball now. Kadini with a shot from distance, but it's blocked.
React! Good!
It's the ball again. Ren Nagamatsu just inside the penalty box. Goes left, goes right, flicks it in across. Another grateful take by Jamie Signorello. And he's had a bit to do tonight so far, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Signorello.
Nothing incredibly challenging, but he stood up to every task he's received so far. But Nyankuru just has to be a bit more careful in that midfield, because Metro can just swarm you with players in a second, and it happened there and the ball was turned over, and it can be catastrophic as Jason Konstantopoulos picks up the ball on the right wing.
There's Koike running the overlap. Konstantopoulos finds him. Koike with the ball now on the right hand side. Crosses. It's too close to Ostrike. He gratefully receives it. And and rolls it out to Satira. Satira with the ball now. Goes inside to Cameron Woodfin. Woodfin, arm up in the shoulder, but referees let it go as Woodfin went to ground.
Not many complaints on the pitch.
Massimo Falco on the far side. He's up with the ball. But it's won by MetroStars. They're throwing.
Woodfin just asked a question. Christian Vidicchio there says play on, and we restart with Noah McNamara at centre back with the ball.
Hamish Gow to D'Angelo. Back to McNamara, his partner in crime. Ren Nagamatsu pops up again, the league's top scorer.
Lovely flick.
Yep, overlap and run. Split inside to Cameron Woodfin, who's racing in. But was just beaten to it.
Very intelligent Ren Nagamatsu with his little flicks, and it's really a part of his game that he's developed during his time in Australia. Really an aerial threat exclusively when he signed for this club, but he's developed into an all-around striker in his 3 years in South Australia.
Yeah, he's done well. Red Nagamatsu's got 11 goals in 11 games. I mean, the team have scored 30 league goals and he's got 11 of them, so that's a fairly good return. Here's Woodfin, the number 11, just on the edge of the box. Can't find the space. Nian Kuru hassles him out. Asks him to finish his drink and move outside. He ends up with Hamish Gow. Gow to D'Angelo. Back to Woodfin.
Hear the instruction from the bench, keep your shape, don't let them pull you out, as you were telling us before, David. And here's the shape going, because Iberia has an inch of space, but we'll eventually head back to Noah McNamara.
Now movement!
Nico Beric is crowded out, concedes the free kick.
I think he's going to have a word here, Christian Vidicchio, because it wasn't just a shirt pull, it was a pull of the face as well. And I think Christian Vidicchio's message here is be smarter there. That's very early in the game. Players after some leniency, referee delivers.
Yeah. Well, D'Angelo seems to have his hands off Beric, but
sent it on towards Konstantopoulos.
gets his cross in, but it's along the ground and easily dealt with, although maybe it's not easily dealt with. Beograd win it back. Make their way into the penalty box. Massimo Falco and Nico Beric there exchanging passes to win the corner.
I haven't seen much of Massimo Falco attacking. Usually you see him bombing up and down. It feels like he's got an unlimited engine at times, Falco, but see him up there, wins his side of the corner. We'll see if Jason Konstantopoulos can make something of it on that far side.
Yeah, Mayo and Falco in the middle there. Other target might be Jared Clark, he's in the middle too, right in the penalty spot. Konstantopoulos' corner comes in. Jared Clark rises. It's headed away though. Koike tries to get it, but it's cleared by MetroStars. Nagamatsu with the ball. Nice first touch. Gets it under control. But Nian Kuru's has the ball cleared. Looks like we might have an early substitution here. Looks like Maxim Ivanovic, excuse me, coming on.
Oh no, it's Thomas Love that's coming off, and he's had his injury history, Thomas Love. Hopefully it's just a precaution, but it's not great him and I think dropping him as he made his way into the box. So that's the question. Both linesman and referee Christian Verdicchio shake their head, saying nothing to it. There won't be anything to it because the referee's not going to change their mind.
No.
So it means Ren Nagamatsu scores MetroStars' 31st goal of the year and his 12th goal of the year. Continues having an incredible season, the striker. And the biggest compliment we can give him is you don't feel like James Tomakovsky has left.
James who?
Exactly.
1-0, so about 28 minutes gone. There's about sort of 15, 16 minutes to half time. But look, I think MetroStars' pressure has paid off. I think the two sides are quite evenly matched, but MetroStars' possession, I think, has made the difference, and they've just taken advantage of a chance. But Ren Nagamatsu completely unmarked at the back post.
Yeah, and it was Christian Satira doing the damage with the assist against his former side too.
But in commentary, I was looking across the middle, and I think I said that he's got no options in the middle. And he didn't, but he did at the far side, and the ball just managed to get through to that back post. So
it was that late run in the box as well. It was a fantastic cross because he didn't have to break his stride, Ren Nagamatsu. He met him there with his run, so really well-worked goal for MetroStars, who I said drop points last week, but what they do really well this year is every time they have a setback, they always find a way to get back on their tracks the following week. And we're seeing it early as well as Woodfin and Satira exchange passes. And here's the movement that we're talking about with MetroStars when they're on song.
Jackson Walls with the ball now for MetroStars. Tries to find Ren Nagamatsu. Beograd intercept and break it down. And eventually a free kick, win the free kick. Just inside their own half.
So now Beograd have to rethink how they go about it. Yes, they can absorb the pressure, but they're also a goal down, so they have to show some of their own impetus as well when it comes to their attacks, because they need a goal here in this game if they're going to get something out of it. There's Falco.
Falco cuts inside, onto his right, onto his left. He's got Koike out in the wing. Is he going to use him? No. He likes to go back inside. Neil Kuru. Finds Luic. Matt Mayo. Back to Neil Kuru. Back to Luic. Luic cuts inside. Looks up. Finds Jared Clark on the far side. He plays it to Konstantopoulos. Makes his way into the box. Looks up. Hits it with his left to the far post. And it's in off the post. And it's 1-1. Moments after it was 1-0. And Beograd have levelled it.
And that's what a player like Jason Konstantopoulos is capable of. Injuries have robbed us of that here and there. But you give him time, give him space, give him consistency in his football. And that's what he's capable of. Just waltzes through that MetroStars defence and a pinpoint finish, post and in. And we wanted a response from FK Beograd. Here's the response. Back to level terms. Yeah. And so
all to play for.
Exactly. Back where we started, but with a couple of goals. But this is Beograd. It's not just absorb the pressure. They've got the firepower to do this.
Pinpoint accuracy as well. He's just pushed that ball beyond Corey Osterreich's stretch. Or reach, should I say. And it's just coming off the inside of the far post. So, lovely finish. What will MetroStars do to combat that?
Now McNamara wasting no time driving through that midfield, getting the ball to Cittadini on the left side.
Massimo Falco looks to challenge him. That right back position. Falco looks to try and block him. Cittadini makes his way into the penalty box. River dances his way out. Cameron Woodfin tries to hit Fabian Barbiero, but it's cleared by Jared Clark. Massimo Falco's maybe feeling a little bit guilty about being in that right back position where Ren Nagamatsu had scored the goal. Maybe he'll
that driving run up there to start that play, so we know that he's got the quality on the other end as well. But as the game wears on, you see tired legs. He's one that just keeps going. I spoke about his stamina before. His endurance is really a highlight of a player like him. As Nick Peric goes for a bump, a bit of an argument with Christian D'Angelo, who's probably telling him that's a big weak band in the AFL, mate.
Yeah, Beres has got to watch himself though. He's had a couple of fouls like that. Hasn't been booked yet. Hasn't been booked yet, but you know, I think the next one he might find he's in the book.
Well, you know, part of the when show his players, let them know that you're not just here to let MetroStars play their game, and they've shown us that. Beograd back on level terms now.
Yeah, fighting spirit and all that.
But time will tell. You have to think of the context as well, David.
Why do I feel like I'm in trouble with you? Here come MetroStars again. Nagamatsu and sending up Satira at the far side, this near side, I apologise. Beric with the ball now, goes onto him, but Beric releases. And it's Damien Luic with the ball. Threads it through to the...
Oh, there's something going on here on the other side of the pitch. And Fabian Barbieri, the captain of MetroStars, looks pretty upset about something that's happened. Adrian Deloy is not happy because this broke an attack up.
Yeah, he'll feel a little bit aggrieved there. But having said that, if it's happening off the ball and there's, you know, and there's
we'll see what Christian Zadicchio.
A little bit of pushing, shoving, then Christian Zadicchio is going to make his way over here to the linesman and have a chat with him. See if anything was noticed off the ball, but it happened a long way back from play, so I'd be surprised if they do pick it up.
It seemed like a pretty quick conversation, and we'll see the result now.
The argument from Maxim Ivanic is that he was through on goal. Maybe not right in front of goal, but certainly through on into the penalty box, and that play should have proceeded.
I'm sure referee said it.
It could be a referee,
Yeah, no, I was going to tell you before, David, that I'm wiser than to start making decisions for the refs, but Zadicchio will take the ball from Cody Armstrong, and the argument on the bench is he had the ball.
It's been 32 minutes. I have heard you for 32 minutes. You need to come.
He'll probably launch rather than roll out. He does, he launches it. Konstantopoulos now. No. Ivanic, sorry. The play broke down and Cody Ostrich has the ball now. Rolls it out to Jackson Walls. Intercepted by Nian Kuru. And then robbed by Ren Nagamatsu. I think Ren Nagamatsu's had a bit of a haircut. Looking very slick.
At the league top scorer.
He is. They must all got the same hairdressers, all the slick players with a...
Beres wins the ball back and restarts with vice captain Jared Clark.
Flick through, it's Matt Mayo. But MetroStars break it up again.
Again, you mentioned how Adrian DeLoya would have been upset with what happened before, but something he won't be upset with is the spirit of his team today, because they did go down, but you can see them, they're here to fight, they're here to play today. And as a coach coming to a team last year's premiers, finished top of the table, this year they're second, to be able to come and go toe-to-toe with them, it's really positive signs.
Absolutely. So this is a good MetroStars. So Gary Graystow's got a well-drilled team here. Ball goes out to the far left. It's Fabian Barbiero. Ren Nagamatsu made the pass, makes his way into the box, but Barbiero has a shot. It's blocked by Signorello. That is a great block. No way he could hold that. It's too hot to hold, wasn't it? That was a great shot by Barbiero.
Can't risk grabbing it either, because it can go very wrong, but he did well to get out of danger and into a defender there, who eventually cleared for a corner, which Cittadini and Hamish Gale will go over right now. Cittadini looks like he'll be the taker.
Does, yeah. Jason Konstantopoulos is over there for Beograd. It's too tight, so I imagine this will come into the box. Two hands up. It's hit near post. Ren Nagamatsu with a glancing header. Just didn't quite get the power behind it. Got the direction, but not the power.
I still don't understand how much space Nagamatsu gets in these set-piece situations. Free header.
Yeah. You'd think you'd be marking him tightly, wouldn't you? But he just took a few steps off his opponent. Just created that little bit of space. Got his head on it. As I say, the direction was right, he just didn't get the power.
And it's not just a height, it's being the top goal scorer of the league as well.
Here he is again. Nice first touch, but it's just taking him a little bit wide. But Michael Jakobsen paying attention to him. Ian Kuru helps to clear after the Dane. Jakobsen does his job. Beograd emerged with the ball still in possession. Long searching ball to Matt Mayo, but it's intercepted by Jackson Wall. Satira has it, back to Wall. Ball finds D'Angelo inside.
Very similar right back to the Beograd right back, Walls and Falco. They both have endurance for days. We see them bombing up their respective right sides all day.
Satira's off here, not quick enough. Collected by Signorello.
Just recognise when they drop. Well done, mate.
Beric on the far side, but he's robbed of the ball by Cittadini. Eventually it makes its way back to the goalkeeper. No strike.
Bates, hit that 22 central. Hit the 22 central.
Both coaches barking out the orders. Danny Greystone for MetroStars and Adrian DeLoya for Beograd.
No foul, no foul.
It's tense down there. There's only a few minutes to half time.
Done your job. Good. Nice.
Damien Luich with the throw in now for Beograd. Goes along the line. Another throw down right in front of us for Beograd, just right on the halfway line. It did appear to have his hand by Libanich, but good refereeing by Verdicchio. He's just let it run. Good clear advantage, and Hamish Gow emerged with the ball. Koike's onto him. MetroStars clear the lines. Jakobsen mistimes his jump. And then Nagamatsu grabs a shot and concedes a foul.
Final warning there from Christian Verdicchio. Wasn't happy with a comment from Adrian DeLoya.
Also added that he just wants one coach standing in the technical area, not two or not three, just one. So someone else has been nominated to take a seat. Have a pew. Hamish Gow's got the ball here. No foul. He plays it out left to Ren Nagamatsu. Satira and Gow are both in the box for MetroStars. Nagamatsu cuts inside. But Koike, his compatriot, clears the ball.
Really strong there too.
Yeah, he
Up.
was. Yeah, like David and Goliath. I'm sure there's a Japanese version of those two characters somewhere in folklore. But yeah, I'm not sure what their names would be.
Really impressive though, because having someone of Nagamatsu's stature barging into you in the penalty box, wanting that ball, and to stand up and win it, really impressive.
Especially if you only come up to his hips.
Exactly.
Damien Luch and Matt Mayo combined for Beograd. They concede possession. Barbiero with the through ball. Trying to find Cittadini, but he didn't quite make it.
A bit of a turnover battle.
Yeah.
A bit of a ping pong.
A little bit scrappy. Just a couple of minutes now to the referee blows his whistle for the half time, and we go in and grab ourselves a scone and a tea cake.
Just like last week.
Just like last week. Are we still got, we got to use for a barbecue after this?
The tickets on Emirates website were still very expensive for Athens. Maybe next week.
One day you're going to take me there. The bromance will blossom.
Have your lawyers speak to my lawyers.
My wife would be quite happy to see the back of me for about 3 or 4 weeks, to be honest.
Cittadini central here and wins the foul, but you can see the Danny Gravestone's moving around the chess pieces to try and get something working, looking for that second goal.
I don't know, he hasn't beaten Beric yet.
Yeah, laying down the law there to Beric, but as long as he's not booked, as he said before, he'll be happy to be very subtle about the way he goes about looking at Beric. Agitator. Yeah.
Barbiero with the ball now for MetroStars. Weighs up his options and opts to go out to the far side. I think it's Scott Nagel. It's too far away from my outside. Hamish Gow. Robbed by Ivanic. Konstantinopoulos. The MetroStars are back in numbers. Look at that. They've got 6 players behind the ball. So Taylor stuck a foot out there, but it didn't seem to be a foul to me. Looked like he went for the ball, and I didn't think there was much in that. But it's a booking anyway. It's our first booking, and Beograd will be happy to see that. They've been calling for that to come for a while.
Yeah, and if you break down, I guess, the counter-attack and the referee judges a foul, it's going to be a yellow card. And Christian Santero, instrumental in the first goal for the MetroStars, gets a yellow card for his troubles here against his former side.
Oh, when you put it like that, it seems deserved. But to be honest, I sort of felt he went for the ball, and okay, it was maybe a bit clumsy, but yeah, look, it broke up the momentum, broke up the attack, and I think that's what Beograd feel aggrieved about.
I'm just telling you what the referee would have seen and why he decided to do that. I'm not taking any sides here, David.
Are we having our first fallout?
No comment.
Maybe I won't go to Greece with you on holiday after all. Maybe you'll have to find someone else to sit next to you on the plane. Here's Damien Luch with the free kick. Chips it in nicely. He's aiming for Jared Clark. He didn't quite get there. It was dealt with by McNamara. Ball pops back up in the air. Cleared by Jackson Walls. Koike with the head. Walls with the head. And eventually it's brought down by Luch. He plays it to Clark. And Massimo Falco now as Beograd look to rebuild. Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a push in the back from Jackson Walls and Koike. It's a free kick to Beograd.
It's had a couple of hits today, Koike, but still going strong.
He gets knocked down. He gets up again. Are you ever going to get him down? He gets knocked down.
Be careful, YouTube's going to do us for a copyright infringement if you sing a couple of more lines of that song.
I'm surprised you're old enough to remember it.
Come on.
Here come MetroStars. Barbiero goes one way, goes another, turns like Pac-Man. McNamara hits Gow. Gow finds Jack Beyond. D'Angelo finds McNamara. It's McNamara with the ball now. Ventures into the Beograd half. Ren Nagamatsu tried just to flick it through to Cittadini. Didn't quite come off, but the idea was right. And Jamie Signorello, the goalkeeper, will just hold on to it till Nagamatsu comes forward.
Yeah, they'll be very happy to take a 1-0 result into half-time. Beograd reassess their situation and come out again, but I think they can hold their heads up high with this half, because an issue came up, they conceded, but they were able to stand up and find a goal. They had Thomas Love go off as well, injured, so to come in level will be a great achievement for them, but the half's not over yet.
Yeah, as of this morning, Beograd are sitting 7th in the ladder, but after results this afternoon, they dropped to 9th, so it's a big game, or a bigger game for them now than it was 3 or 4 hours ago.
Because Adelaide United and Croydon, both probably as underdogs, won their games respectively against Campbelltown and Adelaide Croatia, so up to FK Beograd now, and they won't like what they're seeing now, because Hamish Gow's getting over a free kick in his final minutes, and we know who you'll be looking out for. Ren Nagamatsu are the two towering centre-backs in there.
Yeah, D'Angelo, McNamara and Ren Nagamatsu. I mean, they must all be over 6 foot. And the three of them in the middle. Gao hits it with his left foot, curls it in. And it's cleared. Yeah, it's cleared by Matt Mail. And there Christian Verdicchio blows the whistle for half-time. Much to the chagrin of the Beograd coaching staff, who feel a little bit frustrated by events through that first half.
I don't think they were happy that Verdicchio called halftime in that spot, because they were on the counter, but it was Royben Nyankuru against the world there. He had about 6-7 MetroStars in front of him and no teammates. I don't know what you could have done, but I guess they wanted the counter-attack. I don't know what the referee's clock was saying, but we're going to halftime level, David.
That's it. He's got to blow the whistle at some point, isn't he? Can't keep playing till everybody's happy. We'll be here all night. Yeah, so that's the half-time break. I think you and I will go inside and find ourselves a wee sit-down and maybe find ourselves a wee tea and scone to have. And we'll be back after the break. We leave it with the scores tied. MetroStars 1, Beograd 1.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Our two sides, the bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair up the double. There's the baptism. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
And it's Adelaide Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Ridden in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! It's another one for my protect.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United. As both sides start to walk out on what will be a momentous day for both of these great teams. The crowd is built for the home side today, and Ninko Beric with the armband of FK Beograd.
In the absence of Andoni Natsiopoulos today, who's still out with shoulder.
A Saturday afternoon match at Hanson Reserve, 1-0 the way of Adelaide Croatia. I'm sure they'd love to repeat that in 2024 as we get kickoff underway here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Busasa running down this right wing in a good position to put the ball in. Takes on one, and it's an early penalty for Croatia Raiders. The foul committed by Yudak Kimishima against Kavanagh. Good penalty. Kimishima gets the scoring underway, 1-0 to Adelaide Croatia Raiders.
Yeah, great finish there from Kimishima. He sent Kavanagh.
Corner comes in. Only gets to the edge of the box for the goal scorer of this one so far. Good save by Mateo. One of 3 top goal scorers for Raiders this season. The header! 2-0 to Adelaide Croatia Raiders early on. The ball comes in. Kavanagh getting in the way. Neon Kuru puts the ball out wide. Looking for a way in. Ball comes across the face of goal. From it. Neon Kuru. Looking for the ball over the top.
Mostly across the board in that regard.
Ball down the right wing once again. And a penalty. The exact same spot where the first one was taken at almost the exact same time. From the penalty spot. Jason Konstantopoulos gets the breakthrough for FK Beograd. Game on here.
Yeah, and just like the first penalty, nothing wrong with that at all. Great finish from Konstantopoulos. Sent the keeper.
Making his way down the right wing. Still with the ball. Cuts it back. Good save by the Friedrich. Gets the touchdown. Stefan Mateo in plenty of space to take on his man. Gets past one. Then has the shot. Out for the goal. Corner taken short. Ball comes in on the right foot. Falls nicely. For Shearer. Two in the derby. And what a final 10 minutes we have here.
But yeah, Raiders had more play, but
lovely ball from Trimboli. Busasa is one-on-one. Just needs to finish. Busasa! 3-2 in the derby. And it's that young man once again.
And I think they were trying to get Beric in a bit of trouble, but it was he'd fallen over, tripped over his own feet, really.
Lovely touch from Stefan Mateo. This could be the finisher. Nearly through the legs did Stefan Mateo go. Jai King-Burn. Mateo just has to finish. Oh, it's gone wide. High and wide. Is this the final kick of the match? Not so yet. Full time here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Adelaide Croatia Raiders come out 3-2 winners in the end. All 3 points staying here at the Croatian Sports Centre.
Yeah, what a game that turned out to be. I mean, Raiders 2-0 up. They've let FK Beograd back in the game at 2 apiece, and then they scored the winner straight after FK Beograd equalised.
And the future is orange for Stratline. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comets to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance and then some.
Josephine Trimboli, number 9, Tane Morris, number 12, Georgia Box, number 13, Madeline Box, number 14, Siobhan Eastham, number 16, Natasha Vella, and number 27, Lena Vogelsang with head coach Jason Trimboli. Underway here at Service FM Stadium. Good ball from McCormick. Box chasing down on the wing. Erin Murphy had 8 last year in total, so already beaten that. Ball's there. Good ball through. Vogelsang, 1-on-1. Well collected by Erin Murphy. Good ball. Burnett through the centre. On the left foot. Only into the side netting. DeCola. Quigley on the edge of the box. Looking to get it onto her left foot. Given away straight back to West Adelaide. That effort. This one being chased down. And she does well too. Quigley is there. This corner to come in from Munich. Headed towards goal. Tipping it onto the bar.
On the ball today.
Good ball through. She's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Could this be the opening? It was a disappointing A-League season for Adelaide United in the end. Good set piece opportunity. Quigley hitting. It's in. The breakthrough being made.
The ball. The Suns generally
Vogelsang putting the ball in. Hodgson. Notto again to put the ball in on her right foot. Knew the ball was there. She has it now. Easy pass. Finish on the left foot. Into the side netting. Well done from Notto.
Two great minds.
Ball comes in from Tansel. Notto's there to make it 2-0. 5 minutes left. Led Uni now. Ball just getting launched forward. McFarlane, just as we were talking about it, getting in the way of that one. And just like that, the full-time whistle blows. 2-0 to West Adelaide.
over to Satira to deal with this. Jared Clark eventually clears. He was aiming for Ivanich, but Beograd now on the attack on the left-hand side. Cross ball. Konstantopoulos. Koike. He finds Falco. Konstantopoulos. Beric makes his way towards the byline.
Good, Chits. Talk to it.
Intercepts and clears, but only as far as Jared Clark. Pass wasn't quite accurate enough, and it's collected by Noah McNamara. Ball ends up back with the keeper. Ostrike.
He's done really well this half. McNamara cut out a few passes, really strong with his setting against Maxim Ivanic and his stature. They'll need him to be solid at the back there this half. MetroStars, him and Christian D'Angelo.
Cittadini to go. Woodfin. MetroStars midfielder, number 11, plays it out wide. Satira. Cittadini exchanging passes. It ends up with Satira. Hard to keep up when they're moving so quickly. Here's Jakobsen from Copenhagen. Gets as far as the midfield. He's not sure what to do with it, and eventually lands awkwardly in his leg there, and looks like his ankle might have twisted his ankle as he came down.
Yeah, and I reckon Adrian Deloy will be stressing watching that, because his injury list keeps growing and growing. You don't need your aging centre-back, your international player be going on runs like that and being collected on his ankle, but he seems all right as Jared Clark will restart the game for us with a free kick.
Some player Jakobsen, 5 caps for Denmark, I believe.
Been captain of a couple of A-League sides as well, Melbourne City, Adelaide United. It's great to have someone like that choose to live in South Australia after his professional playing career is over, because our local scene is all the better for it when you've got players and individuals like that involved.
It's a fast start to the half. Woodfin and Barbiero exchange passes. Cittadini tries to make that one, but he's intercepted by Massimo Falco. And Falco will take the throw in.
Those two ex-teammates from the Adelaide United NPL program going up against each other today, Falco and Cittadini. Does really well there, Beric, but the ball is given away, and MetroStars regain, or hits Christian Verdicchio, which means it's a drop ball. And I believe because MetroStars had it, they'll won't have to give it back, and play continues.
Barbiero with the ball now. Go waits for the calls inside. Receives it. Hits out to Scott Nagel. Nagel with the ball. Left foot cross right into the goalkeeper. And Nagamatsu was racing in there. He's good with the glancing headers, but not on that occasion. And James Signorello, the custodian for Beograd, collects the ball, and he'll now kick it out.
Bit of a penalty call there, but more in hope than anything.
I'd say so. Beograd opting to try and play it from the back. Jared Clark still has the ball.
Mark Jakobsen in vision.
Yes.
The ball from Falco headed away from Jackson Walls, and MetroStars will win that header on the far side there where the crowd is. From the club rooms.
Packed in there, aren't they?
Yeah, it's now with that side of the pitch being closed up because of the extension of that grandstand. crowd's packed in an even tighter space. We're talking about this off air, David, about the Australia Cup game there against Melbourne City. It was packed all around the ground.
Yeah, it was. Big night, that. That must have come out for a year ago. Where does the time go? Hamish Gow with the ball in the midfield now. Gives it to Barbiero. And receives it back. No, he doesn't. It's left for Cittadini. Scott Nagel. Calculates what his best option is. Koike forces him to play back. The MetroStars hanging on to possession again.
You can see how advanced the centre-back is, and Christian D'Angelo, who's past the halfway line. Now the ball's wide with Satira.
Yep. Woodfin tries to get it back to Satira. Commits the foul against Neil Kuru. And it's a Beograd free kick.
Yeah, and again, a bit of that exercise of absorbing pressure there, and they'd be very happy not being tested with a shot. Free kick, and they get to restart play. But first, Ninka Beric is going to get some attention from his physio. Looks to have gone down there. Again, he's another one that's had a few injuries throughout his career. You don't like seeing him go down. And if you're Adrian Deloy and you got that extensive list of injuries, you don't like the look of that. Not just one of your forwards, also vice captain of your club. Allows for a bit of a drink break, though.
Yeah. Jim, the match commissioner, has joined us here in the executive suite. He was going to do a run and get some pies for us, but he's come back empty-handed, so we'll have to wait a bit longer, I suppose, won't we?
I reckon he's covered more ground than the players, going around the ground, making sure all the boxes are ticked, making sure everything's happening on time. And I reckon we started pretty much close enough to 5 o'clock today. You don't see that often enough, so
does a great job. Checks the nets and everything. Make sure we're all doing the right thing. I feel like I should be facing the front and behaving myself.
This is your performance review.
That's it, yeah. This might be my last week. The way I'm going.
Famous last words, David.
Anyway, Jakobsen gets us going again for Beograd. Pushes the ball forward. Scrappy in the middle, but Gow ends up with it. Chips it over to Ren Nagamatsu. Takes it with his head, knocks it down to Woodfin. He's on his left foot. Will Woodfin have a shot? He will, but it's blocked by Jared Clark. It goes out for a corner.
Back to 11 players. FK Beograd. Ninka Beric is back on, and his first action will be to defend the corner.
Early pressure by MetroStars.
Yeah, it'll be Cittadini to take from this right side, really favouring the in-swingers.
2 hands up. It's going deep, is it? Yes, it is. It was aimed at Noah McNamara, but it didn't quite connect.
He scored last week, Noah McNamara, so he'd be wanting to make a 2 from 2.
He did in the 40th minute. Goal scorers for MetroStars last week were Michael Cittadini in the 7th minute, McNamara in the 40th, and then of course Barbiero popping up in the 83rd minute to salvage a draw against Adelaide Comets. Last week Beograd had a 3-2 win at Croydon.
Come from behind, from 2-0 down.
Yeah. Ninko Beric scored in the 90th minute in that match. Here's Satira. Takes it with his chest, makes his way to the box on his left foot, on his right foot. He's crowded out, and Beograd survive, or do they? Bit scrappy. Cameron Woodfin ends up with the ball. MetroStars look to rebuild. Here's Hamish Gow. Tries to chip it over to the far side. And it's picked up. It's moving too quickly for me. It was Woodfin eventually with the tip back in after Scott Nagel had chipped the ball in from the left-hand side.
Yeah, and put it into a good area, but no one there to attack it. And Beograd live to fight another day, and they'll have that throw-in on the far side with Damian Luic, who's still in that left-back position. Again, Adam Leon Bruner, their regular fullback's been injured for the majority of the season. He'd love to be in that midfield, Luic, where he does his most damage. And Wolves will restart us with a header there after MetroStars win their own throw-in.
MetroStars coming off 2 draws and a win in their last 3 games. So they haven't lost in their last 3. Beograd won their last game and drew the game before that, but lost the one before that. And a booking
for time waste.
I think it might have been.
I don't think
Jackson Walls.
Yeah. Interesting. Don't know why he'd be wasting time on his own home ground on 1-0.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else that's happened that we can't tell from the other side of the ground.
It looks like time wasting, but I don't know. Maybe his teammates weren't making enough moves. Maybe he genuinely couldn't take it any quicker because his options weren't there.
Well, we should have something like the basketball where if you don't do it in 5 seconds, the other team gets the inbound.
You get that hooter thing that goes da 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 da.
You get done for another copyright, David, with these sounds you're making today.
Not if I vary it by about 20%. Hamish Gow with the ball now. Exchanges passes with Jackson Walsh, who's yes, just picked up that yellow card.
Hey, relax, we can go home now, it's okay. Relax. Hey, go, go, go!
10 minutes into the half. Still quite evenly poised. 1-1 if you've just joined us. A goal from Ren Nagamatsu, the league's top scorer. Was equalised shortly after by Konstantopoulos for Beograd. So it's 1-1.
Stop twatting the ball!
Barbiero. Scott Nagel. Nagel cuts inside.
The request from the bench is movement. Move the ball around. Make them work for it.
Which bench? MetroStars.
MetroStars. Move the ball around.
That's the trouble when you're next to 2 benches. You're never sure exactly who's shouting what.
Message from the MetroStars bench is keep move the ball around. Message from the Beograd bench is keep the shape.
McNamara with the ball now. Plays it to Hamish Gow. And he hits Jackson Walls on the far side. Comes back to Barbiero, who finds McNamara again. Scott Nagel. D'Angelo. Christian D'Angelo. Back to Noah McNamara. MetroStars just probing, holding on to possession, they're just probing, just trying to work out where that crack is, trying to exploit any weakness they can find. But possession seems to be key for them. McNamara again. Nagamatsu brings it down with his chest. Finds Woodfin. Back to Barbiero and over to Jackson Walls. Satira on the far side just keeps it in. Nutmegs his opponent, makes his way to the box. And it falls to Scott Nagel, but his shot is blocked. Goes out for a corner. Solid defending by Massimo Falco for Beograd, and it's a corner for MetroStars.
Chittadini to take again. Swing in with his right foot. It seems to be on this side. It's going to be Chittadini. The other side, Hamish Gow. And goes short to Gow here. Konstantopoulos really clean there with his footwork.
Yeah, nice. They're dancing with the stars. I think he'd be a top candidate for that. Here's Ren Nagamatsu. Tries to take a touch. Doesn't quite get it. Jakobsen tidies up.
Lutz tried to find Mayo, but he went a bit too far. And there will be another sub here for FK Beograd. And Zach Atkinson will be coming on. Oh, not quite yet. The referee didn't get the signal. Adrian Deloyer throws his hands up in frustration. Hasn't been the referee's best friend today.
Be interesting to see if they're sitting at different tables tonight at the reception dinner. Here's Scott Nagel, the diminutive number 23, hits Nagamatsu, and it ends up back at Cittadini. He cuts onto his right, flicks a cross in. It's dealt with and cleared by Beograd. MetroStars continuing this pressure. Cross into the middle. Ren Nagamatsu tries to make contact, doesn't. Cittadini has a shot and it's blocked. And Beograd breathe a sigh of relief.
There's goal mouth action there, wasn't it? And I'll tell you what, they would have been very frustrated, Beograd, if they conceded there, because they wanted to stop the play for a sub, and it didn't happen. So thankful there for the referees that ball didn't cross the line, but still in play.
Patient build-up again. I can't remember the last time Beograd had a shot on goal, or even if they've had one this half. It's been all MetroStars, and they're pressed very high. Barbiero with the ball. Happy to play it back towards McNamara. Nagel and Cittadini. Koike tries to rob him, but he fouls Cittadini in the process.
And now a sub will be made. I'm very confident. And looks like Ninko Beric won't be able to continue. We know he had that injury scare before, and it'll be Zach Atkinson who comes on. And he's a young player that FK Beograd rate very highly internally. Zach Atkinson, really good with the ball at his feet, can play wide, can play centrally in the midfield. Really looking forward to see what he can do here with some substantial game time, Zach Atkinson.
Well, yeah, he's got plenty of time to play, hasn't he? He's got a good 25-30 minutes to show us what he's got. So, good chance for him to take the centre stage and make a difference.
And he's gone over to the left-hand side, which we'll see him today. And with Beric off, it means Maxim Ivanic is the main focal point now of the FK Beograd attack. And hopefully it's nothing big injury related for Beric. Can't afford getting these injuries every week, Beograd. You know, they're holding their own regardless.
Yep. But MetroStars for me look good in possession. You know, their movement off the ball is good. You can see Barbiero just making space, takes a few steps away from his marker, and he's received it as a result. And that's what MetroStars, I think, are doing well across the park tonight. They're just making space, they're just moving off their markers and making themselves available. It just makes it look like they've got an extra man out there. Here's Nagel. Hit Cittadini. The two of them look very alike, that's why I was confusing through that first half. But here's Cittadini. Niankuro has a nibble, but he gets away. Crowded out, but yeah, foul is eventually given just outside the box. Koike looks a bit bemused. It's that's a difficult one because the ball looked like it was gone. It maybe looked like it was already gone. So free kick nonetheless.
And it's one of those things that, you know, the players go and make the argument after. The referee's never going to change the decision, are they? Once it's made. Unless we can turn this big screen in front of us into a VAR screen.
And the referee's sprayed a white line on there, but I can't see the white line, so I don't know. Maybe it's toothpaste. Here comes the free kick. Yeah, Cittadini, one hand up, hits it low. Maybe that was the wisest of decisions because he hits it low towards a crowd of players. So it would be difficult for MetroStars to get a clean shot there.
Yeah, Matt Mayer stayed alert to that and was able to clear the ball. And again, you see, you get caught off by these things. We saw Adelaide Olympic get caught off by one of those against Adelaide City last week. So you got to stay alert, and Matt Mayo definitely stayed alert.
Pass was a little bit short there, and the ball's going to hit us here in the commentary box. Not quite. Oh, close enough. Massimo Falco with the throw. Beograd playing in their away strip tonight. They're all white. They're Real Madrid strip, or Leeds United, or Preston North End. My great uncle played for Preston North End.
There you go.
Yeah, just before the war. Johnny Bell played with Shankly, among others. Anyway, back to this game. Metro United looked to build on the right-hand side. Just went through a very brief period there where Beograd had held on to the ball for a sustained period of time, but MetroStars now look to try and reassert themselves.
Work hard on the right side there, and Nagamatsu to chase it down, but he can be useful out there, but he's much stronger in the middle when he's receiving those crosses, not the one making the runs to cross it in, but he's definitely capable of it.
Cameron Woodfin, he tries to chip the ball over to Satira, and he almost made it. Intercepted though by Damien Luich on that far side. And again, it's MetroStars in possession, building up patiently, testing, teasing and probing, trying to find that opening.
They've almost monopolised that ball this half, haven't they?
They have, yeah. But they showed signs of it for me in the first half. They showed signs of it as well. Still with the ball, still with a spare man. That movement off the ball is what's the difference between the two just now.
But this is where Beograd needs to be alert, because when you get and you don't have the ball, you need to make the most of it on the counter, and things like this will not help.
No. Wasteful.
Because that's how they scored in the first half. They didn't have the ball, but one counter attack and they made it work. So got to be a lot more effective. If you don't have the ball, you need to make the most out of the scraps that you get.
Then Nagamatsu's the target. Jared Clark deals with it, or does he? No, he gives it away. Cameron Woodfin picks it up. Oh, tries the through ball for Chittadini in the far side. He eventually gets it. He's in the penalty box. They've got to be careful here, Beograd. Chip to the back post, but nobody's there. It ends up with Barbiero.
Yeah, had to get it deep because obviously Nagamatsu wasn't in the box, so he had to find another target. Not the best of crosses, but we restart here, and the ball does make it Nagamatsu.
Nagamatsu with an acrobatic effort and goal. I think that was probably wider than his target than it looked.
Yeah, from our angle, it actually didn't look too far, but it didn't seem like it ever phased
you
the
can
goalkeeper.
You can tell from the players' reactions because nobody was too bothered with it.
If we're coming back out there, and our centre halves are free there, the amputation step in. Yeah.
Goal kick, Jamie Signorella to take for Beograd. Gives it to Malky and it ends up at the halfway line. Chittadini challenged by Koike. The ball goes out for MetroStars throw-in.
McNamara keeps doing a really good job on Maxim Ivanic in the air. Has not let him dominate like we usually see him when he's on the pitch.
Sorry, Scott Nagel with the ball now. They look alike. Gets a throw in the middle. Barbiero had made the run. Koike wins it back though. It's fast, isn't it? When they're playing in front of you, you don't realise how quick it is until it's in front of you. I was quick like that once in the 80s. Twisting and turning here.
Very well
it's
done.
Matt Mayo.
Damian Luich, he gets the ball back.
Ian Kuro. He might have a shot here. He had a good one against Campbelltown at home. Massimo Falco thought about it. Opted to play wide. Konstantopoulos gets the ball in the middle. It's a bit of a scramble, but it's cleared by Gau. Chittadini. Ren Nagamatsu. Bit of a push there by Clark, and he gets away with it. And here's Koike, the number 19. Tries to chip it forward. Looking for Ivanic, but he didn't quite get the ball through there. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's really
picked up,
hasn't it? And now we're seeing Beograd make their move as well. As it looks like MetroStars being on the bench for the first time in the second.
So the pace has picked up, but the temperature hasn't.
It's that time of the year.
MetroStars break up the attack again. It was Constantopoulos who had the chance there for Beograd, but break up MetroStars on the counter. Guys crowded out. Bit of an arm wrestle there, and he's kind of wrestled to the ground. And
he was done for speed there, Gal, but he did really well to use his body to keep that and win that foul as the ball switches the other side to Cittadini.
Cittadini looks to get into the box, has a right foot shot. Blocked by Jared Clark.
We get a chance to deliver the ball in the box. MetroStars after Cittadini wins another free kick. Won a couple this half.
Yeah, he has. Put himself about a bit, hasn't he?
Doesn't seem like the centre backs are advancing for it, so we won't see it delivered. It goes back to McNamara.
Across to D'Angelo. Kuru was all arms there. I'm not sure it was malicious, but he certainly caught his opponent.
It's Christian Satira who's down in some discomfort after that. Got him in the face, Nyankuru, and gets a yellow card for his troubles.
Satira's made his way back to his feet after some attention from the physio or the doctor.
Once again,
maybe it's a combined degree.
No. But yeah, centre backs are not up against. I doubt we'll see this go long, David.
Scott Nagel with the ball for MetroStars now. Pings it him with his left foot, tries to find Nagamatsu. Jakobsen clears, followed by Koike. Ball ends up Fabian Barbiero, and he finds D'Angelo.
It's impressive that he's 40 years of age. His influence at this game, like after an hour in, is only growing.
Yeah. He's just getting started, Barbiero. Guy comes back to D'Angelo. McNamara to Scott Nagel. Nagel finds Nagamatsu into Cittadini. His first touch was just a bit heavy. And Nyankuru emerges with it for Beograd. And that is as blatant a foul as you'll get. Don't even see the point of that, to be honest, because Nyankuru had a fair number of players ahead of him. So complete waste,
cynical, wasn't it?
Yeah, daft.
And it looks like it will be Cam Woodfin off for Lockie Zappler for MetroStars to go to the bench for the first time. And I think that means Christian Satira will come central in the role that Woodfin was occupying, and Lockie Zappler is going to go out wide. Yeah, you can see Satira there occupying that central role with the number 8.
That's the daily service from Sydney coming in over the top, you can hear. Right in the Adelaide Airport flight path here at TK Shuttle Reserve in Clemzig. In Adelaide, South Australia, you're watching the RAA NPL match here between MetroStars, who sits second in the table, and Beograd in white, who are 9th. And here comes Satira, the ball right through the middle. He's looking for Nagamatsu. Nagamatsu takes a touch, goes left, hits it with his left, but he's crowded out by 3 Beograd players, including Koike. He comes back out. Barbiero thought about a shot, opts to give it to Gau. Go to Zappler. Zappler on the far side. Puts it in. And it's hit by Nagamatsu. And it's gone out for a corner.
And David, we're already
what a
seeing,
save.
Yeah, it's a great save, but we're already seeing the effects of that sub, because a run through the middle of the park from Satira in his new position started that, and then this goal was nearly assisted, or this nearly goal was nearly assisted by Lockie Zappa's cross out wide. So Danny Grayson will be overjoyed with how this move's gone in these early minutes, and we'll be hoping to get a goal out of it as Cittadini delivers.
And it's Cittadini corner into the middle. Bob's up and down. Eventually comes to Jared Clark. Clears it only as far as Zappla, who was defending in place of McNamara, who'd gone up for the header. Here's Cittadini now with the ball. Koike has a bit of a go, but it's very physical. Almost a shoulder barge, and it's another yellow. Koike picks up a yellow for a shoulder barge.
And this is when these warnings are starting to add up. The warnings Christian Vidicchio was talking about before, and the cards start coming out after a few challenges start coming in, piling in, and Yuda Koike joins Troy Betniankuru from his side in the book.
I'd say that was a fairly justified yellow card, though. I mean, I don't think Koike made any efforts for the ball, and I think he made every effort to make contact with the player, so deserved yellow as far as I can make out.
2 yellow cards aside, Koike, Nyankuru and Satira and Walls.
Cittadini takes it with his right, swings in. Fell to Massimo Falco, who heads it clear. Ostrich is a fair way out of his goal, isn't he? For Ostrich. And the balls end up with Cittadini now. He's on the left-hand side, makes his way into the penalty box, hits it in with his left. Nagamatsu is there, but not quite. And Zappa on the far side collects and clears. Jackson Wall chips it into the middle, but Nyankuru clears. Nyankuru emerges with the ball now. Beograd look to break.
You can see, like you said, MetroStars winning the ball back quickly, recycling, and that's where you saw someone like Orstrike so far up before, but this is where they need to be careful.
Here's Koike. Moves forward, flicks it through. Crowded out though. And dealt with again by MetroStars. That was Maxim Ivanic. We had the chance there for Beograd. Seems a long time ago since he came on. He came on about 30th minute. An injury to Thomas Love. That seems like a lifetime ago.
Yeah. Of course, the focal point now, Ivanic in our front line after also Vice Captain Ninko Beric went off injured. So that's who they're looking for. Ivanic on one side, and on the other side, Ren Nagamatsu.
15 minutes or so remaining. MetroStars will be a bit disappointed they didn't get something out of this for all their pressure. I think the second half they've been the dominant of the two. Having said that, Beograd have soaked it up and dealt with it okay. Konstantopoulos tried to make connection with the ball there through the middle. And again, MetroStars deal with it. The game's opening up a little bit, isn't it, through that midfield.
And they're getting chances, Beograd, but MetroStars are thwarting it, but they need to be careful.
1-2, Cittadini with his left foot, hits it to the middle. Nagamatsu ends up with the ball, but it's just behind him. Satira has it, tries to find space, doesn't quite, crowded out, and here comes Beograd. Here comes Ivanic. Hits Konstantopoulos, might be offside, but he's not. He's made touch and the linesman's flag remains down. Konstantopoulos makes his way into the penalty box. Looks to try and chip it in. Solid defending there by Scott Nagel. Or Cittadini, I can't tell, they look alike.
You got it right the first time. But you can see again, the appetite to counter-attack is starting to grow for FK Beograd. They feel that the game's here for the taking. They've absorbed that pressure from MetroStars, and they want to hit them hard the other side now. And it will be the goal scorer, Konstantopoulos, with his corner.
Around 12-13 minutes to go. All to play for. Second versus ninth here. Massive game for Beograd. They really need the points. And of course MetroStars want the points as well to keep in touch with Modbury at the top. Cross comes in. It's low, and it's Jared Clark. And he's just headed it over the top. Didn't really get the power, did he?
Yeah, couldn't. Yeah, the way he sat up, he needed to provide the pace for it, but he didn't have the run up to do so.
Hamish Gow has a look around. Gets it to Cittadini. It's busy down in that corner, but Gow's made it into the middle. Crosses in, and Nagamatsu's missed it, and a penalty has been given for a shove on Nagamatsu, and it's probably by Jakobsen. He's the player that's down anyway.
It's the second time this happened. It happened earlier in the half. They got away with it, if you remember, David. Jakobsen and Nagamatsu. Christian Verdicchio has seen something he doesn't like there and has paid the penalty, much to the displeasure of the FK Beograd bench, who's quite vocal here below us.
And Nagamatsu's picked the ball up and made his way over to the middle. It looks like he'll be the one that takes it. Jakobsen goes over to have a word with Christian Verdicchio about the circumstances of the challenge, but I'm not sure what that was for.
Huge opportunity there for Jamie Signorello, someone who has been the number 2 goalkeeper this year. What a statement you can make about wanting to be the first keeper here against the top scorer of the league.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or for...
You going left, you going right?
Yeah, or for Nagamatsu to extend his goal scoring to 13 goals if he gets this, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, 13, yep. He was on 11 goals as of the start of this evening. Got a goal in the first half to make it 11. This will be his 12th. Sorry, this will be his 13th. I can't count. I'm so excited. Ren Nagamatsu versus Jamie Signorello to give MetroStars a 2-1 lead, and he's taking an awful lot of steps back. Shuffles the shoulders. Takes a dip to the right, step to the left. Skips in. Gives it a nice hit to the left-hand side, and it's gone in. Signorello went the wrong way, and MetroStars have a 2-1 lead to show for all of that pressure through the second half. It's 2-1, MetroStars.
And as we said, they really dominated this half with their possession. They get that opportunity in their box to win a penalty. Ren Nagamatsu sends Signorello the wrong way to get the lead. Now, up to Beograd again. And it looks like Craig Shearer's going to be summoned from the bench for Matt Mayo. We know about Craig Shearer's ball striking. They'll need that here today. Can definitely hit a ball. They're going to need that today.
Yeah, he's only got about 7 minutes to do it in. But, you know, it only took Beograd 2 minutes in the first half to equalise after MetroStars went into a 1-0 lead. It was 1-1 at half-time, and now MetroStars, with 8 minutes to go, have extended their lead, or got back into the lead, should I say. It's 2-1. And yes, Craig Shearer, Scots-born, is on the park. See if he can make a difference. Although he's from Edinburgh. Not Glasgow. I'll have to go and watch this cup final tonight. It's a big cup final tonight. And I'm not talking about the one down south. Rangers and Celtic tonight. Anyway, we're in for an exciting last 5-6 minutes, I think, you know. All to play for. Beograd desperate for the points here. They need the points. They're down in 9th now after the results this afternoon, so.
And sub for MetroStars here, Eduardo Castaneda is coming on for Fabian Barbiero, giving their captain a bit of a spell. The more the game has grown, the more Fabian Barbiero's influence has for this game. Really big for their control today over the ball. And subs made. Castaneda in the midfield, like for like change.
Ren Nagamatsu with the ball, flicks it through to Satira. Gets Cittadini in the far corner here. Beograd emerged with it. Ian Kuru skips a foul. Ball bobs up and down. Eduardo Castaneda had his first touch there. Didn't make a difference, and Hamish Gow commits a professional foul there. Another yellow card.
Third for MetroStars, joins Christian Satira and Jackson Wall in Christian Vidicchio's book.
It's going direct, Hammond, now you took it. That's it, good.
And Massimo Falco will end up moving over to take it, and heavy numbers near the box there for Beograd. I dare say this is going long.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Massimo Falco just put it right into the mix. He'd be aiming for the edge of the box there. He does, he's giving it the Malkic right on the penalty box. Jared Clark's going to jump up for that. Christian Vidicchio has spotted an infringement and awarded a second yellow card and an ordering off.
Michael Jakobsen, I believe that is it?
Yeah, it looks like Jakobsen is making his way off. He'll have an early shower.
And you know what, David? This happened in round one as well. Christian Vidicchio sent off Michael Jakobsen in this fixture in round one.
Really?
2 yellow cards.
Well, your memory's better than mine, but you at that game.
I was commentating that game.
Yeah.
It's uncanny. I'll tell you what, Michael Jakobsen off for 2 yellow cards, just like this fixture played out at Frank Mitchell Park in round one, and I believe it was late in the second half as well. So, I don't know, I'm getting a real big flashback here.
It's interesting because there wasn't much in the way of reaction from the Beograd players there to that, and Jakobsen included. He went off quite willingly, and it's a long way away, and it's a crowded penalty box. Difficult for us to see what happened, but no complaints really.
I saw he had a couple of complaints, Jakobsen walking off, but I don't know about the rest of them, yeah. But yeah, wow, history repeats itself.
Here come MetroStars again with the ball. Cittadini on the left-hand side. Makes his way at the penalty box. Cuts inside, has a shot. It's a great stop by Signorello. And it popped back out to Ryan Nagamatsu, but he couldn't quite connect. Scott Nagel inside to Hamish Gow. Craig Shearer's hassling him, but he releases it. Cittadini tries to chip forward, tries to find Ren Nagamatsu, but Jared Clark deals with it. Goes back to Signorello. He chips it out to Koike. Beograd look to build. They've got a few minutes left to try and get something out of this. They're 2-1 down.
And last week, MetroStars copped a goal to a 10-man team. They would not want to see that repeat, so they'll be very high alert in defence.
MetroStars have a player down in the middle, Satira.
Lucky Zapla also got booked there for booting that ball away.
Yeah, that was probably justified as well.
Yeah.
He's injured. He's injured. He's injured. Yeah, he's told us injured 5 minutes ago. We're trying to get him off the pitch. I can't hear you, mate. Chewing gum, are you sure about that?
A few words being exchanged between the benches down in front of us. Excuse the language if you've picked it up.
It's about this injury to Christian Satira, who will be making his way off the field, and I believe this is the debut of Salu Kamara that's coming off the bench. I believe it's his debut, coming over from New South Wales, from Blackdown Spartans. Used to be part of the Central Coast NPL system. Came over with another player called Emmanuel Dolo, who I believe did his ACL in pre-season and went back home. But Salu Kamara, I believe, he just made his debut for the MetroStars today. Number 17.
Number 17, yeah, making his way over to the far side. I'm glad I've got you tonight, because I couldn't have told you any of that sort of stuff. Mind you don't really get out at night, do you? You just stay at home reading. And another challenge there that's being strongly contested by the Beograd players.
And the bench, and Nick Rivera's well in the field as well. They're very upset. They've been upset all night, FK Beograd.
There's another red card. And that looks like it's maybe been a second yellow for Zapla. It looks like it's been a second yellow for Zapla, and he's been ordered off only 10 minutes after coming on as a substitute.
Yeah, well, he got his yellow minutes earlier for booting the ball away, for time wasting. And again, Christian Vidicchio gave 2 red cards in that round 1 fixture. They were both to FK Beograd that day. Today they've been split 1-1, and Lockie Zappler, a forlorn figure there on the far side, is slowly making his way off the field. You talk about your eyesight, David. I reckon it's better than mine, because I could not have told you got a red card there, and you picked it up, and Lockie Zappler's off, and both teams are down to 10 men, but MetroStars with the all-important lead.
It's become quite a scrappy sort of conclusion, I think. You know, the last couple of minutes, the game's just become a bit scrappy and a little bit fiery.
Shooter, second. Let's win!
Maxine Ivanic having a conversation with the referee, Verdico again. Not sure that's about. Neon Kuro will shape up to take this free kick. And he'll aim for the penalty spot, I would say. He's chipped it into that very spot. Shearer tries to get it. Comes out to Clark. He's chipped it to the back post. It's a free header, but it's just over the top.
Zach Atkinson just couldn't get his header on target. And excuse me, but Beograd's actually down to 9. There's someone off injured from that Zappler challenge. I can't quite tell who it is from here. It might be Damian Luic.
I think it is Damian Luic, yeah.
He's still hobbling though, but he wants to get back on there to even up the numbers for his side.
He doesn't look.
No.
He doesn't look in any shape to come back on. He can barely walk, so I'm not sure what he's planning to do if he does get back on. So
he's been waved on and he's hobbling on. And remember, he was sore in the warm-up, so I hope he hasn't re-aggravated anything from there.
Ian Kuru defending. Chips up to Shearer. Shearer with a little nod on to Atkinson. He tries to find Ivanic. Some solid defending and a little lash out there. But Ivanic, I think, probably lashing at each other, but D'Angelo makes his way away.
You can hear the noise you're hearing from your speakers is coming from down on the Beograd bench, and the players who are not playing. They're letting the assistant have it, and Massimo Falco's joining in.
Our apologies again for any of the language if it's being picked up at home. Cover your ears. Passionate game, passionate night, passionate supporters, passionate bench. Nagamatsu with the header. Flicks it on to Kamara. Back to Nagamatsu. Fitadini was free at the back post but didn't quite get to him. And it goes out for the goal kick. And the referee, Christian Verdico, has blown the whistle for full time. And it's a big loss for FK Beograd, who started the evening in 9th spot. It was really a must-win game for them, and they'll feel aggrieved at some of those decisions. There'll be some great discussions in the dressing room and in the social reception after this match over some of the decisions that were made tonight. But for me, I think Christian Verdico handled the game very well. He had a few contentious moments he had to deal with, and they let the game flow when he had to, and pulled it up when he didn't. And there was some nastiness off the ball, wasn't there? So he had to do something about that. But it's a valuable 3 points for MetroStars, who maintain their touch with the top side, Modbury Jets. Your thoughts? A penny for your thoughts, Antonis?
Yeah, and Modbury did lose today as well, so interesting up at the top now. But as you said, full-on game. Referee had to make some tough decisions. 2 red cards. We saw 3 goals as well. Again, they'd be disappointed, FK Beograd. The big thing for them now is making sure they can get the players back on the field, because a couple of injuries, you have a red card now as well. It's not just about today, it's about moving forward. Showed really good spirit today. Could have pinched a point, wasn't to be, but you need to think about moving forwards now and getting a team out there that can pick you up the points.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's just about it for us tonight. I think we'll probably head off and grab that cup of tea and scone that the match commissioner was supposed to bring us at half time and clearly forgot. It's been a good night, but tell you what, the temperature's dropped a fair bit as well, so I'm looking forward to getting inside. So thanks for joining us tonight. It was a good game to watch, an enjoyable match to watch, full of all sorts of goals, and there's another yellow card being brandished there as Christian Verdico makes his way off. I'm not sure who that was towards, maybe Antonis. Hard to tell, but yeah, I saw a yellow card being flashed there again.
We'll check it on Dribble after to see who's been booked, but yeah, Christian Verdico is making his way off, still receiving some comments there, but I think that'll be it for the night.
Yep, absolutely. So thanks for joining us. We'll leave you at that. It was a fine night. We'll see you maybe next week. And MetroStars have won this one 2-1. It was MetroStars 2, FK Beograd 1. Good evening.